It was a beautiful Friday morning. I'd just finished work early and I decided, fuck it, let's go to Donegal. Naturally, I set off for one of my favourite places in the entire world, Glencolmcille, which is on the southwestern tip of Donegal. It's very near Slieve League. And I got there quite late in the day, to be honest. It was probably about 7:30 before I landed in Glencolmcille, and I got myself a few pints and something to eat, which was well deserved after travelling in a rickety Land Rover Defender. And I set up home camp just in time to catch this amazing sunset right on the beach. Absolutely amazing. I took a drone shot too, and that's when I quickly realised that I forgot my SD card at home. So the drone footage is a little less high quality than my phone footage, but yeah, you can't remember everything. This fucking Eddie HD brain of mine. So now we're just slowly panning right to show you the view of Glencolmcille. There's the Gaelic grounds and the village itself. It's quite a small little village. It's very quaint, as the Americans would say. And right round shows you the picturesque views of the mountains there and further on. So I know I'm not the best drone operator in the world. I've never claimed to be, but this is just such a beautiful little area. So then it was time to go to sleep. Look at my lovely legs, and this is the view that I woke up to. And then it was onwards to Silver Strand, which is only about 3 or 4 miles down the road, or about 8 kilometres, we'll say. And my god, it's just one of the most perfect, picturesque beaches in the world, in my opinion. There's a very steep decline to get onto the beach. There's maybe like 100 steps or something like that. But it's so worth it. Once you're down there, it is just beautiful. Those waters are crystal clear, and it is just the most perfect example of Ireland that you will find. Then it was on to Glencolmcille's folk village, which is an absolute treasure of a place. It shows you what life was like not that long ago in the village. There's some pretty interesting little artefacts, and this was a recreation of a little pub. Thought this was lovely. This room, not so much. What the fuck is with that doll? I'm not one to be superstitious, but I don't like that shit. Then there was this awesome little memorial out the front, which is a memorial to a local anti-treaty IRA commander. Then it was time to jet off and leave Glencolmcille and venture up to the north of Donegal. I couldn't resist taking this shot again. And then I was off to see Kilclooney Dolmen. So this is Ireland's best preserved portal tombs, or amongst the best preserved at least. It was built about 4,000 years ago by the Druidic farming communities, and it was probably a burial monument. Just imagine how much effort it took to move these enormous stones without modern machinery. You can't really comprehend how. These two little donkeys are in the field at Kilclooney Dolmen, but these weren't the only animals that I've seen on my trip. I ventured onwards to Doe Castle, which is one of Donegal's most impressive medieval fortresses. It was built in the early 1400s on the shores of Sheephaven Bay, and it was the stronghold of the powerful McSweeney clan for almost 200 years. Surrounded by water on 3 sides and protected by a rock-cut moat. It was built to be as defensible as it was spectacular, and over 600 years later it's still standing strong. I'll take you on a little quiet walk around that now. I did actually put my drone up, but for some reason it didn't save. So I'm using this wide angle lens. I presume it's a little bit easier to get my field of view. I don't know if YouTubers do this, hopefully they do. The Hanging Tower. Going up. Then it was on to Malin Head, the northernmost point in Ireland. So in front of me there is the Era 80 sign, which was built in the Second World War. Ireland, of course, played no part in that war. These huge stone markers told pilots that they were flying over Irish territory and to leave us the fuck alone. So I spent one more night in the van at Malin Head, and then it was off somewhere very interesting. That is Wild Ireland, founded by conservationist Killian McLaughlin. The park rescues and rehabilitates animals from neglect and captivity, giving them a second chance in large natural habitats. Killian's long-term vision goes even further, and it's something I respect. And that's to help restore Ireland's lost wildlife, and one day seeing species like wolves return to suitable wild habitats through careful, planned rewilding. That's a long-term goal of mine as well, and something we absolutely should be striving for. Whether it's rewilding through native trees and reforesting and incentivizing people to reforest. No more Sitka fucking spruce. Getting the beavers back, getting the wolves back. Who'll take care of the deer overpopulation issues as nature intended. But yeah, I had an amazing day at Wild Ireland, and I spent so long looking at the wolves. It was just absolutely fantastic, and it was the best way to round off my Donegal trip. So thank you all for watching. I know this might not be the most exciting content in the world, but it's something I just wanted to vlog, because why not? See you next time. Take care. Slán.